Hi, I'm Abby.
I'm Emma. I'm Evie.
And I'm Katie.
And we're the Fashion Mindset.
Hi, I'm Evie, and my episode is about sneakers, trainers, whatever you want to call them, same thing. I kind of chose that because, I don't know, I just love mine. I don't have a lot compared to some people, some of my friends have loads. I feel like they're quite a nice little piece that can really bring an outfit together. I kind of was looking at the trends in trainers and how they've become so popular, mainly due to the pandemic, but just in general anyway, and kind of how they're part of the streetwear industry. So yeah, what kind of vibe do you go for with your trainers?
See, I get my shoes off Vinted sometimes. Like my favourite pair of shoes are Adidas Superstars that were £5 and they're bright orange. Whereas I feel like that's quite different from what you researched into, which is like £300 pair of shoes.
Yeah.
I wear mine like out to club. Like shoes to me aren't something to be kept pristine. That's just my opinion.
I don't really own that many pairs of trainers.
I see you in boots.
Yeah,
Like to me, you're a boot gal.
I wear, like, when I go on a night out, I wear a pair of like knee-high lace-up boots.
That's mad to me.
Yeah. Or like a pair of, like, last year I wore this dusty pair of Converses. The sole has fallen off of them. It's supposed to be white. They are black. They are disgusting. And I just look at them now and I'm like, I don't actually want to wear them anymore. Like, they're just gross.
When I think of seeing you in Ocean, I think of you being like, whoa, she's tall, you're in boots. Like,
I wear heeled boots to Ocean. Yeah, me and
Like,
Sophia wear heeled boots.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So I'm not a trainer person necessarily. Like, I bought these at Christmas, I'm wearing now, but that's very much a new thing for me, like a new sense of style, like turned a corner. Before that,
Why did you buy them?
I don't know, like there's something about them that I've just kind of liked them more, but I'm still very picky with what I like. They're just plain white, like a little bit chunky. But before that, I was very much Converse Vans. And the only reason I went off them is because they're not durable at all. Like, they kept breaking. They kept just...
I've never been a Vans girl.
I've owned a lot of
I had
pairs
the
of Vans
checkerboard ones.
Oh, yeah.
I was that person, yeah.
Yeah.
These are, like, the only trainers I really wear. The Adidas Ivy Park ones that are literally, like, dad trainers. Like, they're, like, granddad kind of.
Yeah, I quite like that new kind of style of, like, the New Balance.
I really like the New Balance
really
ones.
in like 2022. Really.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy them though purely because I just wouldn't buy something that everyone else is wearing. But that kind of style of like
really
like the 550s is so hard.
They look like you're gonna run in them.
I really like the silver ones. Like, I've seen some new ones and they're just like fully silver.
What New Balance?
Yeah, really like them.
Can't get them, or
I don't know. To be honest, I haven't really looked. I just don't buy shoes because of the expense of them.
Yeah, that's same.
Before I came to uni, I treated myself to a pair of Reeboks, like a white, nice pair of Reeboks.
Yeah.
I feel like that's the first pair of trainers that, apart from like ones I used to get for school that my mum bought me, like those were the first pair that I thought, actually, I want these. I don't know if you'd call them trainers. I don't know what you'd call them, but they're just like a pair of Reeboks.
I feel like trainers has become really like an exclusive thing. Like, you don't know whether you can call a pair of shoes a pair of sneakers or a pair of trainers anymore, because you're like, are they? Like, I don't want to offend the sneakerheads.
It's the sneakerheads. It's like cool culture. It's like low-key scary. This is the thing. Like, even when I was doing this as my like obsession, I was like, I feel like I don't even have a right to say it because some people are so obsessed. Like, I wouldn't pay more than £200 for a pair of trainers, which is still a lot of money. But like, in trainers, that's nothing. You actually can't get that much for that.
Whereas like, I think I bought these for a little bit over 100, and even though like they were a Christmas present and I was picking them knowing I was not paying for them, that's still a lot of money to me. Like, that's too much.
Well, see, when I asked my friends, most of them said they pay between 100 and 200, which I think is reasonable in this day and age, because the deep spray, most things are that expensive these days. You actually can't get much more for that. Some did say 200 to 300, which is excessive, especially as students.
But you have to really be passionate about them for that. Like, that would never even come into my mind, like, at all. Like, for me, if I had £300, I would buy 3 pairs of shoes.
I wouldn't spend more than £100.
Yeah,
no, me.
I think I chose between 100 and 200, but I'm on
at the lower
end.
I think
of that.
A little 110.
Yeah, 110 kind of vibe.
Yeah, in the deep spray, we all have quite common shoe sizes, and you have to normally pay more for common shoe sizes. So
see, I can fit into kits just about. So if it's in stock, I would buy the kids because it's
Yeah.
50 quid cheaper.
I was looking at the Adidas Sambas. Don't know if you.
Yeah.
I get the Superstars. I wear the Superstars. Not
Yeah.
Superstars. What are they called?
No, they're gazelles, aren't they?
That's it. Yeah.
Adidas Sambas are coming back in this year,
Mhm.
and already like selling out. They restocked them 2 days ago, sold out within the day. Like Charlotte was like, "Oh, they've restocked the Sambas by the way today," and I had a look and I was like, "Yeah, gone."
Yeah.
And these have been on a waiting list since last October,
October.
and then everyone's restocked and sold out immediately again. And they're only like £100. I want to say they're not like ridiculous.
See, I would buy those if they were available. I'd buy them.
I just don't get it because, like, to me, I will wear this pair of shoes until they are dead and like
Yeah.
falling apart.
Yeah.
Then I
£85,
will
so
buy
they're not
myself a new
expensive.
pair that I'll do the same.
The £85 from Adidas, and you get 35% off student discount, so not even expensive. I looked at kids, but they don't do them big
Oh.
enough. As in, they go to like a kids 3.
So
Like,
I'm
to
a
tiny.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but straight away, the only size they're left. KTU could get them 7.5 upwards. It's
Yeah.
over there, but like 5
There's
to
nothing
7, nothing.
that interesting about that shoe to me though. Like,
The shoe.
See,
I want the white
I
ones.
I like
I like them, but
the
they're not.
pink ones, the green ones, like the
Mm.
bright
Yeah,
colours.
yeah,
I would
I
get the
agree.
pink
I
and
think
green.
I've seen the pink.
Yeah.
To be fair,
ones,
if
maybe
you're
they're
gonna
quite nice.
make an effort to get them, you might as well have them stand out a bit
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
In terms of like trends, do you think that has anything to do with the fact that they're the shoes that Harry Styles wears, or like the ones that look very similar?
Well, that's
Because
the
he
thing.
wears them every night on his tour that he's been doing in all different colours.
Yeah, that is the thing with trainers. People love a celeb endorsement.
Yeah.
That's
I
one of the
think-
reasons a lot of them get so expensive.
Yeah, I think that's what I think with the New Balances. I think of like the kind of Olivia Neal, like that kind of genre. I think that's very much why they came in.
Well, yeah, like even I was doing research about like trainers in the past, like the Nike Cortez got famous because they were in Boris Gump, things like that. Like
Oh, really?
a pair were in Dirty Dancing, so they were like one of the biggest. The White Keds, they were like the first.
Yeah,
trainers
I've
that
heard of them. They're big
yeah.
in America.
And I guess the main ones are Jordans, obviously Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
If you think about it, what was in trend last year, would that still sell out now if the new like trend is the Adidas? So what was in trend last year, for example, like a pair of Nike shoes, would they still sell out as quickly as the Adidas now? Or
Yeah,
have
I
people
feel like
moved on?
no, I think trainers can last quite not a while because of the reselling. People,
Right.
if
Yeah.
people get like if there's like a shoe they want to get, like they'll go through resale for quite a long time after trying to get them. But even like I don't know if you've seen much of like Salomons,
Yeah.
they're coming up and they've only come up really in the last year because of like Gork Court coming up,
Yeah.
and they now sell out like on their website quite instantly, which you would not have got 2
Yeah.
years ago from them. Their stock probably would have sat on their website for
Yeah,
months
'cause
at a
it's-
time.
Yeah.
So
They
it's
produce
something my
the same
dad would
amount.
buy. Like
Yeah.
he would buy that because it's a good or like a good walking shoe.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then as soon as the walking shoes come into style, you can't get them.
Well,
Yeah.
something I would really want a pair, but can't find a pair my size.
Yeah.
Without settling for a style that I actually don't like.
I feel like when you say about if they'd sell out just as quick now, I think they filter down generations. So say like the people just above us that have a bit more money, they'll buy a shoe, and then it comes down to our generation, then it feeds into school kids. So by the time it comes to them, we're not wearing them anymore, but it's really cool to them.
Yeah.
So like the Superstars, New Balance,
And
all of
I
those
feel like
things.
people seeing new colourways, almost a new style, because to me, the dunks are done with. I'm done with seeing them. I think they've been done way too much. But when I think dunks, I think of the Panda ones.
Mm.
Black and white.
Yeah,
to
I
me,
agree.
they're the new Air Force One. In
Yeah,
my
oh,
mind.
they will
Right,
be, yeah.
But people are still buying them in just a different colourway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind
See,
of the same
our
type.
housemate has them in green.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
think
to me, that doesn't look like the shoe. It just
No,
looks like the
exactly.
new.
I like them because I've never seen anyone else in them.
Yeah.
That colour.
Yeah.
I've never seen them anywhere.
I
yeah,
think,
exactly.
like, look at the Yeezy though. Like the Yeezy. I remember in high school, like everyone, like every single
Oh,
boy
my
in my
sister
got a
year
pair
of them.
was buying those Yeezys to resell them. It was like unbelievable. Asa has 2 pairs sitting in the back of his wardrobe
Surely not.
to resell. If anyone wants a pair
To
of Yeezys,
resell.
anyone out there
Yeah,
that has a
Emma.
pair of Yeezys in a size 7 or a size 11, please contact me. And
Size 7 or 11?
yeah, which is our sizes. I was like, I'll have a pair and you have a pair, just wear them. But
Wait,
he's like, no,
he
Does
bought
he
them
literally
not
bought
to
them to resell?
bought them to resell them and just has them in his
Wow.
wardrobe. So he's down all of that money. And over time, obviously, they're going to decrease in value.
I was gonna
But
say,
he
what,
just hasn't bothered selling them.
Especially
That's
when you
common
take
though.
like,
Yeah.
because I
Recent
know you were
events.
looking at like the politics around shoes. When you take Kanye West, like did they go down?
Yeah, they
The value of
probably have. They
Yeezys.
probably
Yeah,
have.
but to be fair, Adidas should do well this year from their Yeezy collection, but they've dropped Kanye's association, so it's just their designs, but like the Yeezy name, but it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
And that will sell out because the thing is, people that love trainers and love the style and love the shoe don't care enough about what Kanye West has done.
Mm.
It might be deep, he might have done some questionable things, but they actually don't care. And they're not a big enough fan of him to justify not missing out on a shoe because of that.
Yeah.
Which makes
that's
sense.
fair.
No, that makes sense.
I was also looking at like the idea that's going into streetwear and that's how it's so exclusive. Do you think that's right, or do you think they should just produce more of each shoe? Because that's the reason why there's so much hype in things, because they just don't produce.
I
enough.
quite like the idea of exclusivity. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously it's not nice when I can't buy the
Yeah.
shoe. But if I have the
It's all
shoe,
about you.
yeah, if I have the
Literally.
shoe, like you were talking about that Zara jacket.
Yeah,
The
the
fact
Molly
that-
Zara jacket, you know the one, everyone.
Yeah.
You know.
It's like people you see that everywhere. Like you can walk down the street and you see 2 or 3, but if I'm walking down the street with a pink pair of shoes on and no one else has got that, I feel individual and I
This is
feel
the thing I asked my friends. To what extent is hype and exclusivity important when you're buying a trainer? And everyone said to a certain extent, like, I just don't understand why you wouldn't want that, really.
I think if hype and exclusivity wasn't a thing, we wouldn't want the trainer. Because like the only reason that we're seeing these trainers is because of the hype behind them. If there was no hype, then we wouldn't know about them. Like you said about the Salomon ones, like
Yeah.
we didn't know. Like I still don't really know about them, to be honest. But like
If you saw
couple years
a
ago.
sneakerhead on TikTok say that, I don't know, we'll go with the New Balance 550s were the worst trainers ever, and that started trending that you should just hate them.
yeah,
No one would buy them.
everyone
Yeah.
would start
You
hating
buy
them because we're all
those shoes
just
that you
kind
think
of-
other people want. Because suddenly I'm that cool person with that shoe.
as
Yeah.
much as we all say like we don't want to eat into trends and like we say about like overused trends, all of us eat into some kind of trend and some
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
hype and some sort of
Well,
exclusivity.
I got these trainers. They're just like I couldn't even tell you what like that
Yeah.
style they are. Anything like it's the first pair of trainers that I've ever picked and chosen. I bought
Yeah.
myself, and so I didn't expect anyone to say anything to me on them because who am I to compliment me? Like, do you know what I mean? It's not my niche.
Yeah,
And then Abby in our house was like, I really like your trainers. Like, I want some quite like that. And I was like, that's.
What even are
Do
they?
you know what I mean? Like, I have no knowledge about trainers or
Yeah.
anything. And you're
This is
complimenting
the thing,
me.
even like I like trainers, and I got Jordans Jordan 1s during lockdown. I never thought much of it. I liked them. I thought they were the right fit for me. This is going to upset people that like trainers, but they were mids, and that to me wasn't a big deal at the time. Now, like looked into it more, I get why people don't like them. But as soon as I came to you, the boys in my flat like, no way you wear mids, and I was like, why is that a problem? But it was
What does that mean?
I see that means
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah,
nothing to
no,
me.
exactly. It's just slightly below ankle. These are highs. So it's like,
Oh,
but I
okay.
literally
Right.
say, I think as a girl, lows just mid sit better because they're a bit chunky.
I don't
Yeah.
like that style.
I don't like the high
that's-
ones.
Yeah.
No, exactly. Mids were kind of just bought out as like
if 2 people stood in front of me, I would not be able to tell the difference between the 2. Like, and
exactly.
that's like really.
That's the thing. As soon
If
as
I
like,
really
the first
looked, I'd
time
be
I
able
wore
to.
them,
But
they
if
were
2
like,
people stood there
what?
wearing Jordans, I'd think, yeah, they're the same
They were
thing.
kind of just bought out to deal with the amount of people that
Amount, yeah.
wanted it. It was just to deal with demand, so they weren't like an OG. That was just like a filler for them to make, for Nike to make more money.
Yeah.
Right.
But since then, like Michael Jordan's worn them, so I don't know why there's so much hate. And that's the thing, I like the shoes, so I don't care enough. But like sneakerheads, like
Someone
that's
would
like a
care.
big boycott.
Yeah.
Like you don't wear mids.
Mm.
I'm like, is it that deep?
Yeah, I
Is
can't.
it?
I can't really
It's
caring
not.
that much about.
No.
Like, I don't know. Like, I guess that's a big thing for them, but shoes.
So
are
that's the thing.
shit.
I wouldn't care enough to buy a pair of shoes that was grand. A pair of trainers that was that much.
I
But
cannot imagine.
do you know what I mean? Like resale sites, they go for so much money.
Like, I just.
God.
Yeah, no, I can't picture that at all.
No,
Well,
wouldn't do it myself.
Yeah.
Well, that
yeah.
concludes
I think
that.
we've figured that we won't spend £1,000 on shoes.
Yeah, never. Thanks for listening.